Welcome to My Daily Thread. It's a great little place to get a snippet of wisdom from the yoga and the meditation masters to start or to end your day. I'm Jeff Lichty. All right, friends, here we are. Let's get back at it. We are on chapter 2, verse 36 of the Yoga Sutras. We talked quite a bit about satya yesterday, so I want to take today just revisit the idea of satya-pratiṣṭhāyāṁ. So here it is. This is 2 verse 36. Let's begin with the Sanskrit like we do here. Satya-pratiṣṭhāyāṁ kriyā-phala-āśrayatvam. So let me say that again just for a second. Satya-pratiṣṭhāyāṁ kriyā-phala-āśrayatvam. One who's firmly established in the truth. Their actions bear that fruit. They're going to bear the fruit of what they say. When you say something, it will often come true. Someone who's firmly established in their whole existence will say the thing and have it be manifest. This is maybe the first time that we start to see some kind of like manifestation type idea with Patanjali. So again, I think this is really vital. The first word satya means truth, but look at it doesn't mean simply don't lie. We don't want to cultivate dishonesty. I mean, you'll spend all your time and all your energy looking over your shoulder, trying to remember your lies. I mean, most of us know this from time when we were a little kid. I certainly know it from time when I was a little kid. It's like, did you look at that magazine? No, mommy, I didn't know. Like whatever. The idea of satya only being not to lie is obviously the first level. But after that, we want to start to cultivate the idea of satya as living in full alignment, having our life be full of integrity, full of alignment where the thoughts and the words and the actions all come together. They all are in harmony and we're fully true to ourselves. Again, back to tada drashtahu svarupe vastanam. Then the seer resides in their own true nature. But let's move on. The word pratishṭhāyāṁ means to be established or rooted. So it's like a tree that isn't just touching the earth, but it's planted deep. The roots of the truth run deep into who we are. And then Patanjali says, kriyā-phala-āśrayatvam. Your actions will begin to bear the fruit. Your words, our words, my words, when they are established in truth, they have weight, they have power, they land, and they're able to actually help shape our existence. They shape our reality. They shape the world around us. So to me, this is why I kind of wanted to speak about satya again. When I think about it, it's not just simply about morality, although that's a good part of it. But when I'm established firmly in the truth, my life becomes easier, my energy flows, and really, I become more effective. I get aligned with my internal power. And then, wait, the words have gravity. People feel them, and the universe, I'd like to think, responds. So let's just think about it on a personal level for a minute. Are there places in your life, and let me frame this, are there places in my life where I say one thing and I do another? Yeah, that's an interesting thing to just ponder a little bit. Is there times where I pretend, or I hold back, or I kind of flatter, I try to manipulate? Isn't this also a kind of dishonesty where I'm not speaking the truth? Are there times when you smile and say yes when really you mean no? Again, it's about energetics. It's about alignment. It's about really trying to get to the deep sense of who we are and flow very naturally in that. Now, some people, this is brilliant. It's easy for them. Other people, we have to really, and I put myself in the other people category, we have to reflect and pause and be with it consistently, reviewing, being in practice of telling the truth, being the truth. But to me, ultimately, truth, speaking the truth, trying to cultivate a rigorous honesty in life, it has power. I think about the Jim Carrey movie, Liar, Liar, and I'm going to go and watch it again because I think it's such a brilliant movie where Jim Carrey can't speak anything but the truth, but out of it comes this most fantastic life. So, what does it mean for you today? Just start to pay attention. I think this is all about cultivating more awareness, more understanding, more knowledge of who we are in our daily moment-to-moment reactions or interactions. Sometimes it's saying, I don't know, instead of pretending that I do know. Sometimes it's telling my friends something hard, but saying it with kindness. Sometimes it's admitting I'm afraid, instead of faking that I'm confident, but being vulnerable and being honest. All right, friends, we don't have to force outcomes. We don't have to manipulate. We don't always have to hustle to be believed. We can just speak the truth and then start to trust the universe to provide the right answers. All right, that's about it for today. Let's move on to the next verse, 237 tomorrow. Om. Peace out.